Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Eli James here, along with Professor Truth. And this is going to be the first in our series of the refuting the flat earth contentions that have been circulating on the internet. And it's quite astounding, the claims that have been made by these various flat earthers who, number one, deny obvious science that's been known for thousands of years. And pretend to know better than the rest of us. But the arguments they put out and the videos they put out are actually quite infantile, to say the least. Well, it's obvious that the rocket simply runs out of fuel, right? I mean, they claim that it's hitting the flat Earth dome. Well, it's obvious that the rocket simply runs out of fuel, right? I mean, they claim that it's hitting the flat Earth dome. And one of the concerns is the so-called Van Allen belt. And the claim is made by flat earthers that you can't get past the Van Allen belt. All right? That is an obvious lie. It's a real obvious lie.
Yeah, you went straight through those Van Allen belts. It wasn't a problem, right? Nothing was felt. But now you say it's a problem and you can't get through. This problem needs to be solved, according to you. But didn't you solve that problem back in '69 and you flew straight through them 5 more times? You wonder why I think it's fake when there are so many Apollo mistakes, like the telemetry data that's all gone missing. 13,000 reels, are you kidding? A giant leap for all mankind, but you lost the data and no one can find. Come on, man, are you kidding? Do you still believe we went to the moon? Do you still believe what they're telling you? Just connect the dots and pretty soon you'll find out what I found out too. But if you question this stuff, you'll be labeled a loon. You'll be called a conspiracy theory buffoon, but I don't care, man. I'm still gonna make this joke, cause I know that you can't go. No, there's no blast crater from the lunar module. Probably because that thing is just a model. Or the flag that flutters with no atmosphere. Don't you think that's a bit queer? Intersecting shadows means another light source. Do I think it's fake? Yeah, of course. The whole thing was filmed on a Hollywood set. Directed by Kubrick is my best bet. The moon's so cool, we'd love to explore it, but we can't get past low Earth orbit. Do your research, people. I think you'll find that NASA admits that a bunch of times. Listen.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back.
And here's a crazy video that they have put out. The title of this is on YouTube. It's still available. And the title of the video is Rocket Hitting the Flat Earth Dome. Okay, I'm going to play it here for Professor Truth. And there's a bunch of people. Now, whoever put this out is making the claim that this is going to crash into the dome. So here's some of the audio. Here it's only 2 minutes long, so let's give it a listen.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, this is a homemade rocket. see the surface receding somewhat because it really doesn't. Okay, the rocket reached an altitude of 73 miles is the claim made on the video. And unfortunately, it's not a steady video of what's going on. It's flashing on and off. And so I'm just going to go near to the end where it's going higher and higher. I'm not sure what to play, how high. Okay, now it runs out of fuel. And that's that. Right? Okay, so it stops. All right, so where's the proof that it hit something?
Rockets don't have brakes. It literally stopped. All of that angular momentum from the rotation of the rocket and the linear momentum from flying up just stopped. No, it had to have hit something. No, it had to have hit something. No, it had to have hit something.
It's not in this video. The claim is made in the title, Rocket Hitting the Flat Earth Dome.
No, it had to have hit something.
But the rocket simply stops, and nothing unusual happens. And even if it did, who's to say that they didn't make up some sort of crash, right? Because it wouldn't be a solid object. There's no way it's a solid object. That's just a speculation of the flat earthers.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Rockets don't have brakes. It literally stopped. All of that angular momentum from the rotation of the rocket and the linear momentum from flying up just stopped. No, it had to have hit something. What would it hit? If it hit a solid surface, the rocket would have been destroyed, and most likely the camera too, so we wouldn't have the footage, and obviously that's not the case.
Because it wouldn't be a solid object. So in my article on the subject, this is the scientific research I've done about the flat Earth movement. Okay. My concern is most of the people promoting the modern resurgence of this theory, that is flat earthism, are hucksters who make false claims. One video purports to show a homemade rocket running into the Van Allen belt, thus proving that we could never have gone to the moon because it is impossible for a rocket to go through the Van Allen belt. I looked at the video, and it's obvious the rocket simply ran out of fuel, which is really obviously what happens.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. The Earth is a closed system.
You didn't make the payment again, Lefty.
Yeah.
This has happened before, Lefty.
Yeah.
Not gonna let you get away with it this time.
Okay.
The payment's gotta be made on time.
Okay.
You haven't made the payments.
Okay.
Now you're gonna make the final installment.
Don't shoot!
Lose something, punk? Speedwalker! Speedwalker!